This is Tyler with TJack Survival. Today we're going to talk about how to fly with a pistol. So stay tuned. Recently I had the opportunity to fly up to Washington from Utah, and I visited the Tactical Tailor facility while I was there, checked out all of their manufacturing processes and stuff. But before I left, I had never flown with a pistol before, which is shocking because I've been carrying for, 17 years. Anyway, so the process of flying with a pistol is something that's really simple, but something I wanted to show you guys all here. I flew up with my Glock, a couple of magazines, and a knife, big old fixed blade knife, largely because I wanted to learn what the process was to do so. I am licensed to carry in Utah and Washington. That's a side note. Before you go to another state with a pistol and decide that you're going to carry, be it open or concealed, make sure that you are legal in that state. Just because you have, for instance, a Utah concealed weapons permit doesn't automatically mean that you're good in Washington. I am licensed in both. So the process is really simple. You show up to the airport with an unloaded pistol, all right? That means no magazine, no round in the chamber, lock it, and as I did, I just left it in my holster. This is the holster that I'm going to use, or that I did use while I was there. So it was really simple for me to just pull out my pistol, load it, and carry as soon as I got into my rental car leaving the airport. Now, the requirements are basically this. You need a lockable box that cannot be easily accessed, that only you have the key or combination to. Super, super simple. So what you do is you go with your unloaded pistol locked in your box with a magazine that's not in it, and you take it to the check baggage. And the first thing you need to tell them is, look, I've got a box that's in my checked luggage, or however you're going to carry it. You cannot carry it on the plane with you. You have to check the firearm unless you are a law enforcement officer in the duties of being a law enforcement officer while flying. So for the rest of you guys, you got to check your pistol. So unloaded, locked inside that box, only you have access to it. I chose to use a Pelican case. The reason why I chose to use it is if they get one lock undone, it's not going to suddenly come open without really prying and ripping into the thing. So I used two locks. I used combination locks. I initially was under the impression that you have to use TSA approved key locks. You don't have to. You can use a key lock that you are the only person that has a key to, or a combination lock that you're the only person that has a combination to. I used a spin dial combination and a turn combination lock on both sides just to make it a little harder to access, and only I had access to it. So once you have showed up at the airport and checked it in, they'll give you this little piece of paper that says, I declare, I can't remember the exact wordage, that there's a firearm and it's been checked. And you leave that with the box and the firearm itself. Now, one thing to know, this is a pretty big user of space, okay? That's a large box. So whatever you're going to be flying in, whatever luggage you have needs to be pretty large and massive. I used one of the Tactical Tailor rolling duffel bags, I think they're called. I'll get the exact name and leave it in the comments. But it's huge. I used them in Afghanistan. You can put your full kit of body armor, all your clothes, stuff you need for 6 months, all in one big bag. So that I highly suggest that you use if you get the opportunity. So that's basically it. You check it, you tell them what you've got, you're good to go. You make sure that you check the laws of the state you're leaving and the state that you're going to and any state you may be going through, so that you don't, as an example, it's my understanding, and I could be wrong on this, that Colorado has restricted the capacity for magazines, so I can't take my high capacity magazines into Colorado from Utah. Otherwise, I know my concealed permit works there and I can take my Glock. So that's something to think of. If you have a layover flight somewhere, make sure that you don't bring weapons that are restricted. You can't be a restricted person and all that fun stuff. It's your responsibility to be up on the laws, not mine, so make sure that you research that. All right, if this has been valuable to you, please hit the subscribe button. Please share it. Leave any comments or questions you have down in the comment section. And thank you for watching TJack Survival.